Achieving more while working less is no longer a pipe dream, thanks to the power of the online world. Today, it's possible to potentially earn more than some doctors and lawyers, all without following the traditional path of attending college and working a 9-to-5 job. This non-traditional approach offers a more fulfilling and financially rewarding career path that would have been unthinkable just 10 to 15 years ago. The 4-Hour Workweek by Ferriss was published in 2009 and is the step-by-step blueprint to free yourself from the shackles of a corporate job. Create a business to fund the lifestyle of your dreams and live life like a millionaire without actually having to be one. This lifestyle is defined by having more time and mobility, which is what Ferriss calls the new rich. But the question is, how can you become a part of the new rich? In this video, I will explain the step-by-step blueprint to fund the lifestyle of your dreams and join the new rich. Escape 9 to 5, live anywhere and join the new rich is the title of the book, and well, as much as dreamy it seems, it does sound like a great deal. That's why Ferriss introduced the DEAL strategy, a systematic approach to achieving the freedom and financial rewards you're looking for. So, let's dive in and explore how you can use the DEAL strategy to join the new rich today. D is for definition. This means changing the way you think and redefining your end goals, which are not just money. The new rich have different goals and philosophies compared to the deferrers. Relative income surpasses absolute income. Let's further clarify these concepts with an example. Ferriss argues that an investment banker making $500,000 a year for 80 hours a week is less powerful than a member of the new rich working 20 hours a week for $40,000. For example, let's say two friends, Jane and Tom, both make $50,000 a year. But Jane works 7 hours a week while Tom works 70 hours a week. Jane live in a less expensive area where the average income is $20,000 a year, whereas Tom live in an expensive city where the average income is $70,000 a year. Their absolute income is the same, but relatively Jane is doing much better. How do we get that freedom of time? This takes us to the next step. E is for elimination. Forget about time management. That's right, it's a trap that makes us feel like we have to fill every second with work. More work, more money is an old phrase that no longer applies. Instead, think about what you really want to do with your time. Once you have that in mind, you can focus on finding ways to create more free time for yourself while still making the same amount of money or even increasing your income. Here's the key: what you do with your time is way more important than how you manage it. Being efficient is important, but it's useless if you're not spending your time on the right things. Ferriss utilizes Pareto's 80/20 principle. The idea is that 80% of output will result from 20% of input. This can be applied everywhere, from wealth distribution in society to company profits relative to their products and customers. Ferriss suggests slowing down and remembering that often, being busy is a form of laziness because it prevents you from thinking. Being selective in what you do, and even doing less, is the path to being productive. By working out which 20% of your sources are causing 80% of your problems, and vice versa, you can adjust your life accordingly. Now that we know what to utilize, we need to know how to utilize it, which takes us to the next step. A is for automation. Ferriss suggests making money without always having to work for it. If you want to become part of the new rich, there are some skills you need to have. Two of the most important ones are knowing how to communicate and manage things remotely. To get good at this, Tim Ferriss suggests hiring a digital assistant to practice giving them orders. Another important skill is learning how to replace yourself in a system. But be careful, Ferriss warns about the downside of delegation. He says you shouldn't delegate a task unless it's well defined and very important. Instead, get rid of the task altogether before delegating or automating it. Don't automate something that you could just get rid of, and don't delegate something that could be automated. To help you understand how to automate your life, Ferriss has some tips. Hire an assistant, even if you don't think you need one. Start small but dream big. Look at the things on your to-do list that have been there forever, the ones that frustrate or bore you, and delegate those tasks. Identify your top 5 time-consuming non-work tasks and 5 personal tasks you can delegate just for fun. Stay organized by using scheduling and calendars. Now the last step is L is for liberation. This means being free to travel and work from anywhere you want. To live a remote lifestyle and become part of the new rich, you can take steps as an employee. Ask your employer to invest in you by funding a training course and show your increased productivity while working remotely. Prepare a list of quantifiable benefits and suggest a remote working trial period. If your employer is satisfied, gradually increase remote work. If your job is beyond repair, don't fear quitting and finding a better job later. To enjoy many retirements, detach yourself from materialism and comparative thinking. Financing them requires creativity, and living abroad can save money. Focus on learning a new language, continual learning, and improving life beyond your own. When transitioning, find a goal to dissipate existential questions. Remember that enjoying yourself and feeling good are the most important things in life. So, the basic idea is to transition to a location-independent lifestyle and take advantage of many retirements to live a fulfilling life. In conclusion, once you discover that life is not a problem to be solved or a game to be won, a real world of opportunities opens up. By mindlessly chasing an ideal of success, you miss out on all the fun, especially when you recognize that the only rules and limits that exist are those that you set for yourself. So why not give it a try and see if you can join the new rich? We hope you found this video informative and inspiring. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.